One day, Schestinger decided to serve his country, and it really came. He had John memorize all newspaper release dates, pressed him before an alien-like device, and implanted a laser diode in his form that randomly changed numbers under UV light. And from that moment on, John unlocked the door to the mystery of secret letters. It was like digging for treasure in the trash. Every day he sifted through newspapers, keywords acting like treasure map clues, quickly pinpointing key intel, then linking it all together like documents were put in envelopes as if they were top secret, take out, then sneak to the spot at night. He entered the wrist displayed, changing door code, as if opening a VIP passage to a secret base, then quietly placed the letter in the designated mailbox. And that was a day in his secret operations, everything running like a perfectly orchestrated symphony, and on the emotional front, things were hitting some high note. On their date, Asia appeared like a goddess from the silver screen in her black evening gown, chatting up a storm with all sorts of elites. During the photo op, she lovingly adjusted John's bow tie like she was slapping a gentleman sticker on him. Maybe she figured John was feeling a bit insecure academically and decided to show off in the social scene to keep him from dropping. Her smiles captivated John's heart. Onto the stars, she asked him to pick a star shape, then held an umbrella with a scientist's romance. Subtitles: Love is like a lengthy game, and he has finally found the one who guards his heart. And so he fell head over heels in love, and how to propose to Asia became the genius mathematician's ultimate riddle. John was cleverly gathering clues when suddenly a little girl appeared out of nowhere like a mini detective. The girl seemed to know everything about him, sending John into full on-alert mode. That was until he heard a familiar voice. It was Charlie, the guy who once pulled him out of the abyss of despair. What surprised John most was that Charlie hadn't changed a bit over the years, and that the girl was actually Charlie's niece, his only remaining family. She had been keeping tabs on John's development. They started chatting, and John spilled the beans about his relationship with Asia, leaving Charlie both shocked and even a fish brain can wise up, he thought. Charlie's words boosted John's confidence. In the end, John made up his mind to locate Asia and presented her with a self-made, multifaceted glass ball to propose marriage. A wave of disappointment washed over Asia, feeling like John was pulling a fast one on their relationship. It wasn't until John explained the significance of the ball that their relationship finally thawed. They smoothly walked into the hall of marriage, but little did Asia know, this was just the beginning of a nightmare. After the wedding, John continued his secret work, and Asia was none the wiser. This day, he opened the door with his secret code as usual. He put the documents in the mailbox, stepped out, and was intercepted by William, then pulled into a car before he knew what happened. Turns out they were surrounded by enemy forces, sending John into a little panic attack. The research base was exposed, enemies prepared to act. Several cars chased in the street, leaving John mentally distraught. Thankfully, William, the seasoned spy, protected him, elegantly shaking off the enemy at the corner like a scene from an action movie. Seizing the chance, he zoomed to the enemy's rear, flooring the gas pedal to match their speed. Just before the car reached the lakeside, he pulled out his gun and, in a split-second life-or-death moment, neutralized the enemy. He averted the crisis, but after the heart-pounding battle, John seemed mentally drained. He fell silent at home. He seemed indifferent to Isha's concern, locking himself in his room, becoming increasingly eccentric. Even a passing black sedan outside made him jumpy like a startled bird. His wife, feeling worried, asked what was wrong, and he yelled for her to turn off the lights in the room immediately. He decided to rush Asia over to her sister's house for safety, acting like a kid begging to make a phone call. No, I won't go. You just wait until I get your stuff ready before even considering it. Asia, feeling exasperated, burst into tears, thinking John was being utterly ridiculous. In a fit of rage, she picked up the phone and called the mental hospital. During a Harvard math conference, John stood on stage, talking nonsense like he was reciting poetry. A few mysterious figures in black coats in the audience got his attention, and John nervously thought they were spies. Halfway through, he dashed for the exit, only to be surrounded by an old man with a serious demeanor. The old man claimed he meant no harm and just wanted to take John for a stroll, but John clearly wasn't having none of it. After a punch to the man, he bolted again. However, he was overpowered and subdued by several strong men, with desperate cries met by indifferent stares. Even his best friend Charlie seemed to adopt an "it's not my problem" stance. After a dose of tranquilizer, John slumped into unconsciousness. When he woke up again, he was in a mental hospital, strapped in like a prisoner. It was at that very moment that he came to realize Charlie was gazing at him seriously, and all of those characters were merely creations of his imagination. John's mental state had taken a nosedive. His roommate Charlie, Agent William, and the little girl were all made-up characters. Aisha initially didn't believe it, couldn't fathom her genius husband could have a mental illness. It wasn't until the expert patiently explained that all his troubles were signs of deeper inner desires. He longed for success in groundbreaking theories and the warmth of friendship, leading to his own twisted theatrical show. Don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe to my channel for more hilarious content coming your way.